Hey guys, Creator Mom. Spiritual energy is high today. It's going to be warmer too, and the sun is out. Man, it's been dark for the past few days. Annoying. Dark and cold. Anyways, hold on a sec. So yeah, I wanted to talk about authenticity real quick. So I noticed, just being on Facebook, like, there's this guy I like to follow, Joey Fu, right? Him and his wife, whatever. So like, he shows he is making. This is not about money again. I just want to say that, but he's making some income just by sharing his authenticity on Facebook as a stay-at-home dad and his messy house, and then him cleaning it, and it's drawing a lot of people. I mean, there were some haters I noticed at first because Facebook has a lot of self-righteous, judgmental people on it. I don't know why that app attracts a lot of those types of people, but like, people be legit mean to others, like commit, like, you know, I could see how somebody would want to unalive themselves if you're on Facebook. Anyways, besides my point. So anyways, I think he kind of went past the point. He held his authenticity as he went past the point of the haters. He accomplished, I don't know, from what it seems like to me, that he accomplished passing through the gatekeepers of hate. The people that hate your authenticity, the people that think that you don't live your life right, or that your house is too messy. But when you authentically share your life, it draws people authentically to you it increases your relatability, is what I mean. Now, I feel like people who had good enough parents, I like that term, Jay Reed uses that term, because we all know, like, perfect, whatever, even perfection or striving for perfection is a flaw in and of itself. Good enough parents, I feel like people who had good enough parents are more able probably to handle putting their life on social media, like putting their mess, you know, and then cleaning the mess, and, you know, I'm just saying, like, putting their content on social media, because they feel more confident. They're more, like, well-adjusted. They're not so afraid of the self-righteous criticism that's going to come for them. They're able to cope and move through that into a place where the people who are authentically like you kind of stick with you and support your page. And I think that if you come from a household from a narcissistic parent, your soul can't bear that criticism, because you came from such a place where you were everything about you was criticized, everything about you is wrong, everything about you is offensive, the way you do everything is fucking wrong. So you hide, and speaking for myself, like, I have hidden the special parts of myself. I've hidden myself to protect myself from that level of vulnerability, probably because I don't want to subject myself to that criticism, that self-righteousness. It's too painful, you know. It's just, I think I've already kind of had to deal with a person like that. But yeah, so I feel like people can be more well-adjusted and more vulnerable to share their life like that. I mean, maybe there are people, you know, I'm just making an assumption. I'm making an assumption that they seem to come from good enough parents who supported them and didn't criticize them at every turn. That's how you can be comfortable in yourself and who you are, you know? And so I don't know if people who came from narcissistic parents are really afforded that right without doing some internal work. Some a little bit of subconscious work where you become a little more self-confident and believe in yourself and love yourself and feel comfortable with yourself. Because if you're comfortable with yourself, then I think it's easier to handle the criticisms when they come, and you kind of just blow through it, and you can cry or you can laugh through it, and it's nothing. So yeah, I was just thinking about that, you know. You don't fear as much. Because you have more of a foundation of what unconditional love looks like and feels like, and acceptance for who you are, or what that looks like. When your parent accepts you for who you are, I think you can more easily accept yourself for who you are, you know? But as always, we hold the power that if we didn't receive that acceptance, we can now accept ourselves. We can now do that work, which is good. So we always win. It's a win-win situation because you always hold the power. Let's not forget that. Let's not ever forget that. We hold the power of our own subconscious mind, the dunamis power of God that works within us to will and to do our good pleasure. If you be for you, who can be against you? If you be for you, who can be against you? The power of God works in you to will and to do your good pleasure. This is why people say a mind is a beautiful thing to waste, or a beautiful thing. The mind is beautiful, and it's a terrible thing to waste. You know. So, anyways, be encouraged. Watch encouraging things, and let's help ourselves heal. You know, so we can really, 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 really love ourselves. So we can really, 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 really trust ourselves. I think that's where true humility comes from. Because I think I was afraid to feel too confident in what I say, because I'm like, well, the narcissist acts like that. And if I don't want to act like that, they're always so confident in how they see things and shit. Their ways is always better. And I don't want to be that confident as to where I'm cocky. But maybe it's because they truly don't love themselves, actually. That's not really self-love. Those people, those narcissists, personalities don't love themselves. They actually really hate themselves. They actually feel totally worthless. And we're not like that. We love ourselves. We know we're worthy. And we're growing into a place of trusting ourselves, trusting where we're at, trusting our divine intuitions, trusting the fact that everything and all things always works together for our good, even if we had made mistakes or have been in relationships with narcissistic people. Like, I feel like I don't believe that I made a mistake. I feel like I don't believe my life is a mistake, because it's always all good. I'm always learning at the end of the day. And I think that this is what unschooling is about. You're not messing up. You're not failing. You're learning. You're learning who you are. And it's always going to work for your good. It's always going to work for your good no matter what. So let it be. All right, guys, take care.